What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live videos. Here on the left side here, we have on the right side, we have Traptrix. On the left side here, we have Labrynth. They already started the duel. I got a little bit late to recording this one, so we're going to see that the Traptrix player is going to go first here, banishing 6 for cost. And we're going to see an Imperm Compulse, a Dianea, a Murmello, a Mantis, and a Time Space. They're going to add, I believe that was the Mantis, or the Murmello there. Yeah, probably one of the best ones. On normal, someone gets to search for a hole. Searching for that floodgate, or I guess not the floodgate there, the Holotea. My bad. Also, it wasn't even floodgate. That was trap. Terrifying. See them link away into the Sarah. And then activate the Holotea. Obviously, going to set it first, but then be discarding the Holotea trap hole, floodgate trap hole, the real one this time. I love floodgate trap hole. I think it's the best card in the deck. We're going to summon out the Dianea. They're going to be able to set the Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, which was the card that was the first thing said. And then we're going to be overlaying here for a Rafflesia. And, Dianea with Push Summoned Out, which sets the Floodgate once again. We're going to set 2 more cards and pass. And this is a Battle of the Traps. We're going to see Labrynth have 6 cards in hand. If they haven't evenly, they haven't evenly here. We're going to go activate duality here. We see a dimension barrier, terribly on the root, as well as a Lady of the Labrynth. And that beautiful Euro Starlight rares. These are like $300 a pop, I think. $500 for Canadian, I guess. And here they do have the evenly. They're going to go battle phase and a battle phase evenly matched. And they're just going to simply keep the Rafflesia here. And they just say that, to make sure that they know where the graveyard stuff is. They're going to normal summon out in main phase 2 the Ariana. That will, looks like it's thinking about being met with a Rafflesia here. What do you do? Set it face down, or? Nope, it's going to go through. They're going to search for the big welcome Labrynth here. Is there a world where you just keep the Sarah, then Sarah's going to proc, summon back out a Maw? I guess you don't really have anything. And you can just Sarah, summon back Murmello next turn to pop one of the back rows. We see a set 5 here, which is pretty huge. And they didn't get to use their Rafflesia effect. They're going to normal summon out the Mantis here. Activate its effect here. Search for a Traptrix monster. Perhaps the Champa here, unless Champa actually affects both players. I hope it doesn't. I'd be kind of busted. Kind of bad, too, I guess. Okay, so it does not. We did see them add the Dianea there. Yeah, we have 3 cards left in hand here. And they know the Dianea. But they did get rid of a Holotea. I guess they didn't get rid of the Holotea. It's still in the Rafflesia. They get rid of one of the Floodgate as well as the Nightmare, which is pretty huge. We're going to see big welcome Labrynth be activated here, summoning out, I believe that was Lovely. And they have to bounce 1 card from their hand, which is most likely going to be the Ariana. They're going to bounce. Bouncing the Lovely there, okay. I guess maybe not wanting it to be met with a destruction card or something. I don't really feel like you want it in the hand, though. Ariana will be able to get you a draw as well. Which we do see, and it's going to be able to... oh, right, Ariana can special summon out a monster. That's crazy. Big welcome is huge for this deck. So we're going to see it summon out the Lovely anyways. Then we're going to activate the Rafflesia effect to floodgate it, but we're going to get hit with a welcome Labrynth there. Sending out the Lady of the Labrynth. And then we're going to see Floodgate flip that Lovely face down here. And trying to make sure that they can't double Rafflesia, so they are summoning out the Lady now. They're going to link away the Mantis into a Sarah. They're going to activate Holotea here, summon back out the Murmello. Mermello effects going to mandatory pop the Gozen match, and then Sarah's effect will automatically set a Floodgate trap hole, or not Floodgate. We're going to see the Gravedigger's trap hole here. Trying to prepare for that Lady in Hand effect. Is there a way you could see? The problem is I find with this deck is there's just so many big bodies that they make. They're going to activate the Arachno-Champa. So they are now locked into insects and plants. They're going to go for the Pingula, detach, just search for another Arachno-Champa. Or Champa, Arachno-Champa. However you guys want to say that card. They're going to make a Zeus in your battle phase attack over the Ariana. Zeus is actually not legal here. You are locked into insects and plants once you activate the Arachno effect. But it doesn't look like they caught that. Oh, here it looks like they are catching that, so they cannot. And they're going to be saying, yeah, you can choose what you want to do. So they are replaying to the to before the main phase, or before the battle phase here. We're going for the Alameris to summon back out the Mermello. Mermello effect is going to activate here to pop. And this pops the Terror of the Underroot here. And that's going to be a pass turn on that, or I guess battle phase attack. They're both going to die here, then they're going to pass turn on that. Lady's going to enter battle phase and attack into the Rafflesia there. Trying to make sure that they do not have any XYZs with the material, as well as Rafflesia is crazy for this deck. And Floodgate's making it so the opponent cannot flip up that face down for the rest of the game, I believe. We're going to see a set 2 and a pass. Unless that card's in hand, but I believe it's set. We're going to see a Diane being normal summoned here, targeting the Mantis, I believe, and then flip up a Floodgate. And this is huge for the deck. I do not know if Traptrix has a way to play it out through that skill drain. They're going to chain the Arachno-Champa. Or, see, the thing is once you chain the Arachno-Champa, you're locked into insects and plants. Which you're going to see, they're going to be doing that. We do see a Lightning Storm in the hands, perhaps. I think that's what I saw there. I'm not too sure, unless that was a Prosperity, which is also another option. They're going to take a second to read Dimension Barrier. That was flip face up. They are now locked out of XYZs. We're going to see the effect summon out the Pudica. Pudica effect is going to be able to search for the Holotea, because, you know, these cards are unaffected by trap cards. I think so. I think they're unaffected by whole trap cards. And they're going to link all those away for the Actrix. And then we're going to be seeing the Terra on the root flip the Alameris and giving him a face down Mermello instead. I don't know why he's able to do this stuff with the with its Traptrix. I thought they were all unaffected. Like, they're not unaffected by traps, are they? This link summon cards unaffected by trap effects. Okay. I thought it only was regarding if the monster was summoned first. That's kind of interesting. We're going to see 2 sets, and then we're going to be seeing the effect. And they're just going to scoop it up there, realizing that the Traptrix player has too much. I always thought that the Traptrix monsters were only unaffected if they were summoned first. But I guess that is incorrect, as we saw here. I guess it's like interesting, like unaffected by trap card effects, but the effects already applied before you summon the monster. But going into game 2 here, we are seeing these both players. Both of them are doing very well in this tournament. I believe that this is the last round of the tournament here, and currently the Labrynth player is 3-0, and I believe that the Traptrix player is 2-1 or 3-0 as well. I'm not too sure. I kind of forget. This was a little bit ago. But yeah, both decks I'm super excited to feature. I love both decks here. I've been playing Traptrix a little bit myself. I've been like bouncing back and forth from Traptrix branded, which is like my main deck. But I take like a fun deck once a week to locals, and I am really enjoying Dark World as well as the Traptrix, and I'm trying to play some other decks as well, like Sword Soul and Mathmech, just to make sure that I'm getting the videos for you guys that you guys want. But let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to play any other decks in this format. It's a very open format. I love it. I've tried testing Try, but Try's just not that good right now. Unfortunately, maybe our time will shine another day. But going back into the game 2 here, we're going to see the Labrynth player going to go first. Normal summon out that Ariana, which we'll be able to search for a big welcome Labrynth. And be a big welcome, you guys hit that thumbs up button as well as subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel a lot. Be able to make more videos for you guys and just better videos as well. We're going to see setting 2 cards here and activating a Lord of Heavenly Prison in the hand, stopping those back rows from being destroyed. No lightning storms here, but evenly matched could still work if we do see it. We know they play it. We're going to see a Prosperity here, banishing 6 off the top. We see the Link 2 being banished there. We do see an evenly matched, and we see a Mermello, evenly Dianea, Prosperity, and then Ash Blossom. Not even choosing the evenly matched. Got a normal summon out to the Mermello here, which is it's like an Astral Pack super, which looks amazing. Gonna get hit by a big welcome Labrynth here on the normal summon. And then we're going to be seeing the Lovely being summoned onto the field here. And we get that lovely bounce back of Lovely, and then Lady or Ariana can special summon it out if they wanted to. They're going to choose to bounce back the Ariana for that next normal summon here. So I can assume that the other trap card's not that great. We're going to see Mermello being searching for that Holatea though. And then Lady or Lord of Heavenly Prison effect is going to summon itself out. We're no longer protecting that back row and being able to set any card they want, but it will get banished during the end phase of the next turn. That's going to set a welcome Labrynth. So they will now have access to both Labrynth cards in the graveyard. And then we're going to see Arachno Chompa's effect be activated to summon itself out. And they're pretty much dealing with one trap card, which I do not know what it is. And we're going to see the lovely effect being activated here, which is going to be hitting the Paralytic Seed, and that is rough. They're going to activate the Lady of the Labrynth to summon herself out. And they're going to flip up a Dogmatic Punishment, targeting the Mermello, essentially sending an Entis. And then we're going to be seeing the lovely set another copy of Terror of the Underroot here. Sending the Entis here for the double pop, and that's going to be very rough. I don't know if they can come back from this, unless they have evenly matched, which would have been huge for the bait there. They have a Holatea here, which they're going to activate by discarding the Nightmare, summon out the Rafflesia, then they're going to give the Gamma Seal to the opponent with the Lady and just passing on this. I guess trying to hope to summon back out the Holatea. I'm just going to scoop it up here, realizing they do not have enough anyways. It's way too much. And going on to game 3. That's what I like about these trap decks. Sometimes they're very, very grindy. And especially with Traptrix, you just know when you've lost. Like, if you're, like, the Rock Chomp was crazy. But the thing is, like, you only have so many special summons to be able to get into either Link 1, and then summoning out another effect. Like, Holatea and Champa are amazing for the deck. But you still have to rely on, like, your opponent, you don't have 27 cards special summon themselves out. You don't have like a bunch of stuff that set your stuff. It's really what you draw, what you have. You work with the material you have, and if you only have 2 trap cards and you have to discard one off Holtea, you're not doing very much. Like, yes, you have cards that do search, but if you don't see a Murmello or a Mantis, which are your 2 best normal summons of the deck, I'd like to mention, you're pretty much just sitting in water. Like, oh yeah, normal summon Dianea turn 0 sucks. Putika's not horrible normal summoning it, but you have to have another monster in hand to really utilize it. You know, Parallel Exceed does stop that because you can just, if you only have one monster, you can get into your Sarah, then go into a like XYZ, which is pretty great. And obviously the trap holes are good by themselves, as well as Holtea, which can summon herself out acting as a monster and a trap to trigger that Sarah. But other than that, just like the deck isn't, you know, combo wombo like Dragon Link or anyways. Diving into gameplay here, we're gonna see another Prosperity being activated, you know, banishing the 6. And here we're gonna see an Imperm, Champa, 2 Paralytic Seas, a Compulse, and a Pudica. Both players here are playing Compulse, which I think is a very, very interesting choice. I don't know how great it is. I guess, you know, you can always bounce back the access code, which is pretty huge. We're going to see them normal summon out the Arachno Champa, which is never great. Link into the Sarah, and then activate Paralytic Seed here, which can summon out another Paralytic Seed in that beautiful Prismatic Secret Rare. And here they have a lot of options. I think Rafflesia is definitely the safest one, though. We are going to see them going for the Pingula. This can be able to search, I believe, summon out a monster. I'm not too sure. Searching for the Arachno Champa, I guess, trying to protect his back row. I mean, I can only assume here they're going to be setting like 3 cards. And then we're going to be seeing the Holtea being activated, or not activated, but summoned, or set by the Sarah. Then we're going to activate the Holtea, discarding the evenly matched here, summon itself out. And this thing has 24 defense, by the way, which I think is just huge on a normal trap. Then we're going to be seeing the Sarah activate, summoning out the Pudica. This one's an interesting choice. I feel like you just go for, I don't know, why Pudica? I guess we're going to overlay potentially for a Redoer here. Because it does have that trap, so it'll get that draw and vanish until the end phase, you know, being able to have it summon back itself onto the field, and then being able to yoink one of those cards. And if it's a trap card, well, my oh my, that's 2 draws. And, you know, I don't even know, would you wish it was a spell? Like anything in versus a trap deck is just good. We're going to see the Arachno Champa effect being special summoned out, and they're going to activate the Traptrix Garden here. They're going to banish the Pudica, summon out from the graveyard, then overlay into the Rafflesia here. And no sets. That's wild to me. I feel like you just don't even care. Like, if you hit one of their spell cards, it's great for consistency here. But they didn't even stand by phase effect of this. They just got screwed over by enter battle phase. And then here we're going to be banishing the... We're going to chain Redoer here. And then we're going to be banishing simply the Sarah, keeping that Rafflesia. Then we're going to get a draw as well as the summon back during the banished. And they're going to set 5 and pass. I see Redoer summon itself out. Standby phase, Redoer. It's going to equip the Ariana here, which is not bad at all, being able to bounce back to the battle phase, or the banished zone. But they are facing down 5. If they have Lightning Storm, and they did discard the evenly match, but it was kind of rough. But attempt to go battle phase, attack with Redoer. We're going to see a Welcome Labrynth be activated here. It's going to get hit with an Ash Blossom. That's going to declare the attack. And is this going to be an easy Zeus? There's no way. 1 send Zeus could be huge here. They're going to simply pass on that. No Zeus effect. I guess they don't want to get hit by one of their cards that flip. They're going to stand by fate, attempt to activate the Redoer. And then they're chaining the Overroot here. Banishing itself, and then it'll come back during the end phase here. You know, it does not summon back that monster. They're going to set a card, then they're going to be summoning back out that Redoer. I feel like you just make the Zeus here. Then they're going to draw for turn, standby phase, activate the redoer. Look at it with a compulse. This is what I mean. Like, this card's so free here. And then we're going to be able to set the Welcome Labrynth because the card was bounced back. Here we're going to activate the Holotea in the graveyard, summoning out the Pudica. There's no monster on the field, so they cannot banish. Is there a world where you just put the whatever, like the Rafflesia in attack position and attack into like him taking the 300 and then try to go for Zeus? I think that Zeus was just the right play last turn, to be honest. We're going to see the Rafflesia attack and then the Pudica attack as well. And you make Zeus here. You 100% make Zeus. We are seeing the Zeus, but the problem is if they activate the effect, flipping it face down, or if they activate the effect and the opponent changes skill drain, they're like in tough water here. But we're going to see a Welcome Labrynth here being activated, and that's going to be able to summon out a lady. Like, you just lose to a skill drain. Like, this is what I mean. Like, you're playing in the field where, I mean, I screwed up the other day. I was playing Spriggans for my first time. Not the greatest. And then we're going to be seeing the Sarah being activated here, summoning out that Mermello, and they're trying to force out that skill drain here. That's what they're trying to do. And they have a few they have like a 1 in 3 chance of hitting the skill drain, if it's even there. And if their opponent would have to chain here, they could just chain the Zeus. If Mermello hits a skill drain, I'm going to be shocked. It's going to be a compulse here. And you just target the Zeus. I know you have to. They're going to be seeing the lady set it in chain here. Bouncing back to Mermello. Do you have the target or something? I feel like you just bounce back that Zeus. Unless they're trying to... I mean, if you target the Zeus, then they just chain the Zeus. Because they're no longer afraid of the... I mean, to me, that just tell me that they have a... we are going to be seeing the Zeus effect, and they did flip with the skill drain. You know, kind of baiting them, making them think they don't have the skill drain. But, you know, we are going to be seeing an enter battle phase, attack into the lady. And that's kind of unfortunate. We're going to be seeing normal summon Mermello here, activating the effect, flipping up Dogmatic Punishment here, sending the Entis, popping itself, and then that's going to be popping the back row there. And once again, we are under the skill drain. Not very skillful here. They're going to see a big Welcome Labrynth after they set 2 cards, which is huge. Just going to summon out the Ariana there. It's going to bounce back the Ariana, but they're going to be able to normal summon it next turn when they draw for turn. And they have Lady in hand as well, so summon out the Lady, which is huge. Then draw for turn. You have Ariana normal summon as well. I see Ariana effect, which is going to be able to draw 1 card. And then we're going to flip up the Holotea here. They're simply going to pass on that, so they're going to activate the effect of the Holotea next turn after they drew a card. Something with that Pudica, but they don't have very much. We're going to be seeing them link away or look into the extra deck, trying to see what they have. But I think it's just going to be a scoop here. You know, they do not have very much. Or so we're going to... We see a Paralytic Seed in the hand, but they just reveal that they have an Ash Blossom. Time was called, and they're like, oh, crap here. So unfortunately, we do see that the Traptrix player does not get to continue his turn. You know, they weren't going to have much, but we do see the Labrynth player going to take that win. Going into Game 3 there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.